Are you afraid of getting married? Are you having challenges in your home, your marriage, and you want to leave it? Don't go. Don't move any inch. Stay back. This teaching today is for you. Okay? Wow. Welcome to this channel. This is where you learn everything relationship. You will learn things that will help your marriage get better. You will learn things as a single lady, single guy, someone trying to get married. You will gain knowledge and wisdom that will help you pull through this phase of your life, because being single, being in your state right now is not something that will be there forever. It's a phase, it's a season, okay? And you will come out of it. Just all you need is wisdom and clarity that God will be giving you through today's message, okay? Now, maybe you're someone that is thinking that you're single, this single phase of your life is getting too much. When am I going to get married? I'm tired, I'm 30, I'm this. Or you someone that is married in a troubled family, in a troubled marriage, you're going through a lot and you're asking, when would this thing end? When will these challenges end? Look, don't just focus on the challenges that you're facing in that marriage. Don't just focus on the season. Focus on the journey. Focus on the journey. Okay? Because one thing you need to know is that your journey, your experiences, the things you're going through, they are building your capacity. Remember last week we started with capacity building, talking about Luke 12:48, that says, to whom much is given, much is expected. That means if God gives you more experiences, more exposure, that God gives you more promotion, much will be expected from you. Go and talk to managers, talk to people that are in leadership, see how much it takes from them to occupy that role and to do the work that is needed. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's going to take someone that has built capacity over the years to be able to succeed in that promotion. That is it with marriage. When you're single, like I said last week, you don't have more challenges. Your worries might just be little compared to when someone is getting married. And when you get married and another phase starts, another side of your life begins, and that is when you graduate. So a time comes when you graduate from being a single person to being married, and you begin to carry the burden of marriage, you begin to carry the weight of marriage. A single guy thinking about just you. A time comes, you begin to think of school fees, you begin to think of feeding, you begin to think of house rents. That's if you're not paying one now. Okay, begin to think of another person to cater for. You begin to think of some decisions to make. Begin to think of think of ways to build your family, to build your home. Begin to carry weight you have no business carrying, if not for the promotion, if not for the graduation that God has given to you. And a young lady, you're going to get married, and begin to think of how to raise your kids, begin to think of how to cater for the family, begin to think of all the burdens and all the things that the promotion will be bringing your way. Do you know what will help you go through those phases in your life, in your marriage? They are the experiences and the weight you are carrying right now. You see why I said don't complain too much about the weight, about the challenges. They are part of the journey. They are part of your promotion. They are part of your purpose. They are part of your purpose. Don't focus so much on the weight and the challenges you are going through, such that you lose faith in God, such that you lose faith in His promises. Focus on the journey. Begin to ask God for better perspective. Okay? Because you're going to need every weight. When Jesus was with disciples, they couldn't even fast. They couldn't even cast out devils. They couldn't do much. People bring demon-possessed people to them, and they were not able to do any of such. They have to go back to Jesus to do the work. And one of those days, Jesus said, I'm going to leave, but I'm not going to leave you helpless. Everybody was confused. Like, I don't understand. So, are you going to leave us like this? That was why when he left, Peter went back to his business. What he knew how to do best. Everybody went about their own personal business, because that was all they knew how to do. They've not really learned how to carry burden. But when Jesus came, he encouraged them, and they got faith again. Do you know how they were able to do the things that they saw Jesus do? They looked back. They saw how Jesus healed the sick. They saw how Jesus did the miracles he did. They saw how he lived his life. And they were able to replicate some of those miracles because they looked back. I don't know what you're going through as a young girl. You know, you have seen your mom go make some decisions. That is why you need to follow more intentionally. You need to follow more intentionally because you're going to confront the same challenges. You're going to confront the same problems that they have gone through or they are experiencing or they have experienced. And you will need some of the wisdom, some of the skill, some of the knowledge you encountered, you saw growing up. You're going to use them to solve your own problem. Or you can even get a refiner version of the knowledge, of the skill, and use it to solve the problem you encounter. Follow more intentionally. Follow your parents more intentionally because you're going to need the wisdom they are using. When I look at the things happening, the older generation, they are living, and I begin to wonder, what is left for our generation? Do we really have